So this is my buddy Dakota's show that he just finished fusing up today. It's the 4th. We'll shoot it off tonight. He's got it all fused up and has done this for a few years now. We'll have some family and friends out here tonight, and I'll record it and have it up in a separate video. But I was going to have Dakota give a little background and walk us through some of this stuff that we got here.
So in my show this year, I have 3 songs and a finale song, which is a partial song that I cut in video editing. But every year I build a rack out of Roman candles, which is kind of an interesting part about my show. I've made it kind of a tradition. And I also have a finale every year. This year I've thrown in a couple slice cakes. You can see I do different kinds of fusing throughout my show using cannon fuse, white fuse, or pink fuse. And sometimes I just stagger straight from artillery fuse to artillery fuse. But I do basically a bit of paperwork at the beginning of the show to find out the times for all my fireworks, and then I time sections of fuse. I do the math to work out the amount of time for each section of fuse, and then I tape it together and make it work the best I can to fit the music I play.
So we're at the end of the show here, and down there is the beginning, and things get bigger, faster, stronger, and then the finale's here. And you sectioned it off, didn't you? Like these are like crackle shells, right?
Yeah. For the finale, we have 5 shells that have some sort of effect with crackle at the end, just to make the finale more concise. So all of these 5 shells and this slice should go off at the same time. We have that fused with the fastest fuse we could get, so that hopefully they go off at similar times to each other, but it'll be an obvious finale. This is going to go a little bit slower. We need to fill about like 20 seconds with this. So with this white fuse, you're thinking like about 1 second a foot. No, 1 foot per second. I got it backwards, but so that'll go a little bit slower and then get into the finale. We have up on the first board, which we have to separate just for lack of space, this cake, probably the biggest breaks you can get in a cake that's not a NOAB. I guess technically it could be, but it's a great willow cake. I like to have that in my show every year. Moving farther up, we have a couple of hooligans that are spaced out to go sideways. They're sort of like a zipper cake. They have a lot of, they have a lot of whistle and pinwheel to them, so going a little bit sideways will make those a lot cooler of an effect. And then up towards the front, the Roman candle rack, this was always a classic. We do that every year, so it's just kind of whatever I can slap together to make an interesting show. Have a look into the math that goes into it. This is a chart showing the timing of fuse per inch. So that really just gives me a quick reference, so that whenever I know I have this firework that lasts 17 seconds, I can flip the page back and reference 17 seconds is about 7 3/4 inches of fuse. So that way I have a quick reference to look back to.
And you're having to time that out because you're shooting it to music. So not just are you wanting each firework to shoot, one after the other, but you're also trying to hit some points in some music
specific
here.
Points, yeah, and I try to do some of that, and it's tough, especially with the fuse, because there's some there's a little bit of give and take with how fast that fuse is going to burn. But you can try, and if you don't hit it, no one will know but you, so it's always worth trying.
That's true.
That's something I kind of learned over the years. So.
Well, very good, Dakota. It looks great. I'm excited to watch it tonight, and hopefully we get a good recording of it, and it'll be great. Thank you, Dakota. There's a street light right by where everybody is going to be sitting, and we had to find a way to either turn it off or cover it up. So we had to cover it up. As you can see, the bucket didn't work, so we went with a cardboard box, and Dakota was finally able to get the street light covered up. Just thought it was kind of funny and wanted to share.